why in yoga it's so important to breathe through the nose and not through the mouth. Because you look like a silly baby when you breathe out through the mouth. When you breathe through the nose, the air passages of your nose filter the air, and because they're smaller compared to your throat, it is easier to control the breath. Which brings us to the second question. Why is it important to breathe through the nose in yoga? In order to answer this question, we have to understand how the autonomous nervous system functions. Breathing is part of the autonomous nervous system. Your heart beating is part of the autonomous nervous system. It beats on its own. You don't think about your stomach digesting. It digests on its own. So we have all these functions that our body does without us thinking about it. Breath is the same thing. We breathe whether we think about it or not. We go to bed at night and we just keep breathing. We don't stop breathing. We don't have to keep thinking that we need to breathe. So in short, the autonomous nervous system are functions that happen without our conscious control. So within our unconscious part of ourselves, there is one function that we can consciously control. That is the breath. So in yogic philosophy is the bridge, if you like, between the conscious part of yourself and the unconscious part, between the known and the unknown. The window that if you open, you have access to the unconscious part of yourself. It's no surprise that so many psychotherapeutic approaches utilize the breath and breath work. Breath connects the conscious part of our minds with all the unconscious parts of our being. I know it may sound very philosophical or non-tangible, but it is in a very tangible way the only unconscious function of our bodies that we can consciously control. You cannot tell your stomach, digest now. It does it on its own, but you can tell to yourself, inhale, now exhale, now hold the breath. The only unconscious action that you can consciously control. That's why there's so many pranayama, breathwork practices. That's why there are so many meditative practices that utilize and use the breath. Furthermore, our autonomous nervous system is divided to the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Fight or flight, when you see a danger coming towards you, your body is getting ready to fight this danger or run away from it so you can survive. The parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. When one part of the nervous system is activated more than the other, they don't work at the same time, it's like a switch that goes on and off, they affect different parts of the body. So with the use of the breath, can start building stress resilience. And how are we going to do that?